reading for December 2025. We are doing your monthly reading on the last month of 2025. So how you are closing this year? So let's start with, okay, so this reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Stellium in Pisces, or stellium in the 12th house. Okay, so if you're Pisces dominant, welcome, or if you're a cross watcher, welcome. So how you're starting off or finishing off the year is you are feeling unfulfilled about your happiness because there is a lack of change in your life. So whether this is how you're starting off the month, or this is how you've been feeling, or this is how you're going to be feeling for the rest of the month. Okay, so let's see why that is. So the highlight, part of your highlight of the month is coffee date. A coffee date. So this could also pertain to if you are overly happy, overly happy, or there is a feeling of unhappiness. So this is what seems like happiness, or the sun in reverse. It's like you know you should be happy, but then you're not. So maybe practice gratitude. Okay, practice gratitude a lot this month, so you can turn this upside down or right side up. So practice a lot of gratitude. Maybe you can list 3 things that you're grateful for at the end of each day. So 3 things that you're grateful for at the end of each day. So the highlights of this month would be coffee date. Maybe you're meeting up with people, you're planning or discussing meetups or coffee dates. This card is also you are dating. Okay, you're in the dating scene. You are meeting new people, getting to know people, flings, or just meeting up for some coffee with some friends, platonic or romantic, or business also. And also this month could be pertaining to moving. Maybe some of you guys are moving, relocating, maybe for a job, or to move closer to your boo, to move closer to your romantic partner, or to move closer to a job. So maybe you guys are going to be doing a lot of boxing up your stuff, or organizing a lot of things in the house. Environment change, you guys could be dealing with some environment change, or emptying a shell, or emptying a home, or emptying a previous home, emptying a storage. And this also is pertaining to roots. So maybe you guys are leaving your roots, maybe you guys are leaving your familiar roots and then moving into your partner. You're moving into your partner. Maybe you guys are moving in with a partner, so you're leaving your familiar roots. This particular image has, it seems like she's wearing a crown, and her crown is the tree, and the tree is rooted to her mind. So it's either you are birthing an idea that is rooted from your mind, or it's like you're birthing nature from your mind, or you're one with nature. It's like the nature senses what's in your mind, or the nature is rooted to you, or you're rooted to nature, vice versa. And where does this energy would like you uh to go, or what energy or persona do you need to embody for this month is the dancer. Shift, a shift in motion. Dance in the rhythm of life. And rapture, be in rapture with the rhythm of life, or embody the dancer for this month. You see how a dancer moves with the rhythm of the tune or the music. It synchronizes with the tempo of the music and the rhythm of each note, and how the dancer interprets the emotions of a song. So maybe this month you need to just go with the flow of life this month, okay? Just go with the flow. Not against the flow, not against the current, but just go with the flow of life. But you can do it in a more artistic way, or you're interpreting life's rhythm. Okay, what's coming in for you, Pisces, is swiftness. Eight of Wands, so some swiftness, some rapid communication going back and forth, and this is either pertaining to what makes you really happy, what makes you fulfilled. This could either be pertaining to family, okay? And since this is Ten of Cups in reverse, um, this could either be you're you're overextending yourself to people, or you're making yourself available to a lot of people. You're catering to your parents, you're catering to your sister, you're catering to your brother, you're catering to your neighbor, you're catering to a romantic partner, and that's how you feel exhausted of your your love for everybody else is getting exhausted because you're caring for everybody else. So there might be like a swiftness in communication, your communication to everybody. And maybe because you're wanting to work with each one of them, maybe you're wanting to work a relationship in each one of them, and you're exerting a lot of care, exerting a lot of love. Maybe you're wearing yourself too thin, okay? Or you're also exerting your love to your community, because there is either work to do, or you are collaborating with people, so you are going back and forth with them and communicating with them. So that's some good news, right? So you are collaborating with people in making something work, and this is pertaining to your fortune, to your long-term goals, pertaining to your fortune. And then what do you need to let go of for this month is you need to let go of Knight of Swords. You need to let go of saying something just for the heat of the moment, okay? So you need to let go of speaking truth, or also brotherhood. So maybe maybe if you're moving, you are needing to live brotherhood. And if this is pertaining to a romantic partner and you're living your roots, maybe you are saying your farewell wishes to your familiar roots, to your brotherhood. And these are the things that you need to let go of. And saying something too quick, okay, that's something that you need to let go of. Or saying something without the care of how your words will be interpreted or how your words will be received. So you need to let go of just speaking for the moment, and you have to be more careful about what you say to people. So have more caution in the way that you say things to people. Don't be so cutting with your words. Have have some compassion and kindness with your words this month, okay? Especially when you are speaking truth. If it's like a sharp truth, make sure that you are delivering it in a gentle way or with some compassion and kindness. And what do you need to embrace moving towards the new year is a page of pentacles. Starting anew. You're starting anew, you want to build something new for yourself. If you are leaving your familiar roots and you are starting new, maybe you're starting a new job, or maybe you're starting new that or maybe you're starting your own family, maybe you're trying to build something long lasting for yourself, and you are wanting to grow your own roots somewhere else, and you are requiring to have more faith, in yourself, that you can build your own roots on your own. Okay. And then what else do we have? It says free yourself. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So maybe this is you needing to have more faith in yourself that you can do what it is that you need to do in your own life. Maybe it's setting your own roots somewhere else, like breaking free from your parents or from your familiar roots, and you needing to have your own roots. Maybe you needing to have or to build your own familial tree or family tree, or growing your branches more, growing your family more. And this one is this picture. As you can see, the unicorn is tied to a chain with the tree, and then it has barricades around it where the unicorn cannot fly, the unicorn cannot be away from the tree or from its roots, you see. But here she's free, but also at the same time not, because she is tied to the tree, she's tied to the familiar roots, right? So make sure that no one in your family is trying to tie you down to only to them, or like they're trying to be stingy of your attention, or they're being stingy about your time, to just keeping you to your family. And make sure that you free yourself from anything, and make sure that that doesn't get like that that codependency is they're not exhibiting any toxic habits or any toxic behavior regarding keeping you to themselves. Okay. And yeah, I was kind of reminded of if you guys have any Sagittarius in your life, or if you have a Sagittarius dominant in your life, or if you have Sagittarius placement in your life, I would suggest that you watch the Sagittarius reading, because I'm kind of getting the same or parallel reading from you guys, because before I shuffle this, I also got a codependency on your reading. Okay, codependency maybe on your family, codependency on your roots, or maybe your roots or your family are codependent on you or on your time, or like trying to keep you just to themselves, just to your family, just to your roots. So make sure that those kind of behavior doesn't interfere with your own personal life. Okay, and make sure that you establish healthy boundaries with everybody else. And also chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So if you are a couple, or maybe you are dating someone, if you are seeing someone, or if you are seeing anyone, you feel like there is a strong magnetic attraction in your love life. As before I got this card, I also got the wedding card for you guys. So make sure that you guys watch the Sagittarius reading, because they get the wedding card. But I reshuffled these cards, but I would just like to mention it for you guys, since I feel like you guys, some of you are dealing with marriage, um you guys could potentially be dealing with that talk of marriage this month, or maybe you guys are elevating your relationship to the next level. Okay, or if marriage is on the horizon, or if marriage is on the talk for one of these holidays. So welcome the topic of marriage, because because Sagittarius also got this card. Soul family, strength. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. All right. Maybe you guys are needing to place your own roots somewhere and create your own soul family. New beginnings. You have a Page of Pentacles here. New beginnings. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You are being asked to only bring your new self into this next chapter. Okay? So letting bygones be bygones, and only bringing your new self into this next chapter of your life. False narrative. Discernment. Be mindful of the story you're telling yourself. Having a negative narrative is destructive and simply not true. Stop listening to your ego-based story that is laced with falsehoods and conditioning. For every negative thing you say, counteract that by saying 3 positive words. See the truth of who you are, which is wise, magnificent, and radiant. So just like as I said here earlier, um, if you feel like you if you feel like you're not as fulfilled as you need to be, practice gratitude. List 3 things that you are thankful for at the end of each day. And it could be the simplest things, and it could be the most significant. Okay, and replace like any negative thoughts with positive things. Then we have here a medicine. By taking ownership of your healing journey, you embrace the transformative power of divine love and nurture the sacred flame of your heart. By taking ownership of your healing journey, you embrace the transformative power of divine love and nurture the sacred flame of your heart. So, if there is a need for you guys to heal certain emotional wounds, you guys are being called into a new beginning, and let that close, whatever that was once, and let that close and step into a new beginning. With only bringing your new self into the next chapter of your life. And here we have a miracle. Dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away, for I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together, we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passing of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. So here, if there is something that you need to heal in your life, whether it is an emotional pain, you have your guardian angels along your side, okay? And they are being patient with you through however you want to cope through your pain, okay? And let it be to God, because God sees your pain. God sees all that you are, and God sees all the things that you are going through and are always there by your side, okay? And be patient with yourself and be patient with your own healing journey. You don't need to rush things, okay? If you feel like there are still some things that you need to get over with, you don't need to rush yourself to be in a good mood if you are not in a good mood, or if it isn't a time for you to forgive something. If this is something that needs forgiving, allow yourself enough time to cope and process your own emotions at your own time. There is no rushing. So as here, you just need to be in the flow of life, to be in the rhythm of life, not against the current, but just in the flow. And your last card is about asking yourself to allow contemplation and to allow new wisdom and insights to arise. So the spirit would like to ask you, with the tree of willow as a significance of surrender, emotion, and flow. Where are you being asked to bend, not break? Where are you being asked to bend, not break? And then I clarified those cards, or where you feel like you are being asked to bend and not break. And I got the 7 Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Wands, and Judgment, and the Star. And so here you are being called to, it seems like you are being impatient on either attaining healing, or you're being impatient about attaining a dream. And it says how you just need to be in the flow, right? So maybe you don't need to have it all to have it all together right now, to be at the right time, because there is really never the right time for things, right? Or like, oh, I'm gonna be happy once I accomplish this, or I'm gonna be happy when I have all these things sorted out. There's no such thing. We just either make the most of the things that we have at this time. For now, we make the most of what we have. And this is where you need to be in the flow. Is if it's not ripe yet, then we just need to be more patient. Okay, we need to give ourselves enough time to heal. And if you are not ready to forgive something, then it's okay. Then allow yourself the necessary time that it needs to be okay. Allow your dreams enough time to be fulfilled in its own time when it can. But while you're waiting for that to be okay, you're constantly putting in the effort that you need to let it grow. Like taking care of a plant. You're like your plant may be seasonal, that it only blooms during spring, but you are constantly taking care of it even in winter, right? So even in winter, you are constantly taking care of the things that you need to nurture, even if their seasons are for spring. And just allowing yourself and just having enough patience that it will grow and it will continue to grow. All right. Okay, that is all I have for you, Pisces. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in my next reading. Bye. Loves ya.